Punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Fresno. Hey, empty.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go. 280. 82. Ram. Hey, Delta. Shift. Pop. Hey, 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, 4 down. Two jet. 10 to the mic. Hey, Haywood. Mike 10. Come on, D. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Tighten up. Out. 40. Great 15.
Wentz now to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Here we go again. Check three, check three.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They run it here with Gordon. He's got a first down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. A big one there for the Jags, 18 yards, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Slam, slam, slam. Twist, watch, twist. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Hey. Tight up.
Here's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go. Waiting. Watch the slant. Hey, watch it.
Mixon with a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
Kill. No. Off. Hey, Charlie. Liz 5-3. A great finish done.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Rolling to his right. He completes it to Tate. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch twist.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Switch.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Run. Hey, turn it out. Check safety. Hey, alert 3. Watch the edge. Lefty. Undercrunch.
Mixon.
Got you, boy.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch safety creep.
Mixon will try the right side. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check three.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Watch the twist.
A reminder Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Gordon, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check it back, check it back. Let's go. Mike 52. Mike 52. Switch. Let's go.
And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Pac-Man.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go. Wide. Get wide. Big Great. Shoot.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Now Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The stop made by Miles.
81.
A gain of a yard.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz eluding the pressure right. This one hauled in by Sample. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
23 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, kill it. Hey, 4-2, kill it. Tight right, tight right. 3 down, 3 down. 3 down, 3 down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280! Oh, you got deep? Strong right. Hey, ram. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Man, 5-7. Check your hot read. Check Mike 12. Mike 12. I'm coming. Bravo. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 52. Check nickel. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon.
I got you, boy.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Ready? Back, 45, behind. Hey. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
From the gun, Winston. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Ready? Blue lady. Choose the mic. Time to go. Night. Shit.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready? White 25. Wait. Easy.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Ready? Blue ready. Check. Kill. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Kill. Here we go, even. Slam. Easy. Hey. Come to me, it's me.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Ready. Black 22. Watch the slant. 5 on the 50.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check 31. Green, triple team. Under 10. Easy.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They keep it with Smith on first down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ito Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
36, 36. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, stand. Here, shift.
Again, it's Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch number 86. Watch 86. Number tight. Number tight. Sunday. Mike 12. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Throwing now is Wentz. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get it. Hey, Team 6. Mike 12. Good. Watch the twist. Here, shift. Forward, Tokyo.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Crash. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. 3 bud. Easy.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Kill.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Wentz to throw. The open man is Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here we go. 180! You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check. Crunch. Ram. Sponge.
Mixon.
Go.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
25, check 25, check 25. Hey, switch gears.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
This is all the time. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
They'll run here with Mixon. Darren Lee there to get him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Pick the edge. Come. No. 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Watch the safety creep. Check 9. Check. Lucky. Man 5-7.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, Lou. Check 3, check.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here we go. Bleeding! Who that?
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Cincinnati, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.